All right. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to another episode of Beer Analysis 101 with your host, Maxwell Starr.
Penis.
Tonight.
Hi,
Nick.
Nick.
Yes, indeed, penis. Hi, Greg. Tonight we are going to do a beer from a summer beer from Beau's All Natural Brewing Company in Vankleek Hill, Ontario. This is their Grapefruit Radler Pamplemousse. Woohoo.
It's Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a look and see who we have with us tonight, starting with Redbeard. Hello,
Hi.
Redbeard. Hi.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going. How you doing tonight?
I'm okay. Doing great.
Okay.
Seeing by the state of the chat, it's gonna be a great time. Great time. Yeah.
I haven't even seen the chat. Right. Maybe I can read the chat tonight.
Yeah, why not? It'll be fun.
Right.
It'll be all kinds of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't a dick in there at all? I need to grab a beer.
Right. Hey, Radar. How you doing, Radar?
I am doing very good. Yourself?
Radlar.
It's Radlar. I'm doing very good. I just had my second vaccination yesterday.
Nice. Hey, way to go.
I felt fucking weird this morning. Had body aching everywhere, and it stopped.
Oh, wow. So you got over real quick.
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty, let's move over to Greg.
Hi, Nick. How are you? How are you this evening? Are you having a good day?
Hi, Greg. Yeah, fine.
Oh, just fine. Have you gone on a bike ride today?
No. I'm just tired from yesterday's.
Oh, no, you're a very hardworking boy.
I try. I had a long day at work, so like one of those kind of days where you can't spend an hour and a half on Facebook eating your breakfast, and they just sort of start real quick.
Yeah, I hate those days. I need at least an hour and a half just to kind of settle myself in and chat with people.
I know. You gotta loosen yourself up, get something to eat, and loosen up that bowel movement, and then you're ready to start your day.
Yeah, you gotta shit on company time.
Yeah. Alrighty, so moving right along, let's go back to moi, so I can read le histoire of the beer, which is Beau's Big Grapefruit Radler. No, it's Beau's. We've done Beau's before, so I won't go into too much great detail. I just want to say that Beau's was founded by father and son team Tim and Steve Lachane and launched on July 1st of 2006. Their first beer was, of course, Beau's Lego Tread Lagerdale. It was a smash hit for Beau's since the first 3,000 liter batch of lug tread sold out before the brewery had even opened. So they sold out of their first beer before they even opened the brewery itself. So Beau's has grown to become Canada's largest all-organic brewery and the first Canadian brewery to earn a B Corp certification for being environmentally friendly or some shit. On their 10th anniversary of the brewery in 2016, Beau's officially sold the company to its employees and subsequently expanded production Canada-wide. That was kind of around the turning point where everybody used to love Beau's, and now Beau's is like, meh.
Beau's sucks ass these days.
It's the expansion blues. They up their, I don't know if they just increased batch size or something. They don't really have the same kind of small batch flair that they used to.
Ever since they did their whole selling the brewery to the employees or whatever happened, that was a big thing that was supposed to make everything better, but
How about their amazing barrel age program? We've barrel aged 3 different lagers in 3 different barrels, and now let's mix them together and just serve you shit.
Nice. All right. Speaking of 3 different lagers. Okay, so speaking of 3 different lagers, all the beers from Beau's include their flagship Lego Tread, their Festival Alt Beer, another Lagerdale. The Dark Helmet Imperial Schwartz beer was really, really good. Full-time IPA, Strong Patrick Irish Red, Tom Green series of milk stouts, and many more. They also make a rotating lineup of numerous beers as part of their ongoing Wild Oats, Pro-Am, Farm Table, and B-Side series. There was a point in time where Beau's used to be like what Bellwoods was. It's almost like Beau's was awesome back in 2011, 2013, 14, and all of a sudden Bellwoods picked up right after that, and now both of them.
I was gonna say now there used to be
either one of them. Now it's Blood Brothers. No, that's not Beau's. All right, so Beau's Radler is a 2.5% ABV, 10% IBU. Radler brewed with natural grapefruit flavor. grapefruit zest oil, Pilsner, Carafone wheat, and acidulated malts, as well as Pearl, Herzbrucker hops, and of course a German ale yeast. So it's actually brewed as an ale rather than, well, I mean, it literally is it's an ale brewed by. It is a German style ale mixed with fruit juice, basically. So
You said
it was first
10%
introduced.
IBU.
I said 10 IBUs. 10 IBUs.
10%.
Did I say 10%? Whatever.
Ebu.
2.5% ABV, 10 IBU Radler. Introduced in summer of 2019. I think it was summer anyway. Actually, I better check and make sure I got the right date. It doesn't matter. Pretty sure it was summer. Yeah, it was April of 2019. Whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, yay. Let's go over to who wants to read some comments. It's just basically just Lee Russell in there.
Lascelius Ruselius of Beernomikron says, "Come on already, I want to poke the baby some more." And then Lascelius Ruselius said, "Don't worry, I can stay long." Oh, I can't stay long, sorry. So you're safe, Carrie.
Lug
And then same individual said, "Lug bro tread." Lee Russell said, "They used to be the most interesting brewery in Ontario, now just another brewery." Nick is only 10% coherent. Then 10th level gaming said, "I thought this was just okay."
Oh, message got retracted.
Oh, not quickly enough though. Nice.
Well, why was it retracted?
I don't know. Like
He didn't like what he said or something?
All he says, I thought it was just okay, which is not. I thought it was like.
Oh, is it still there in StreamYard, Nick, even though it got retracted?
Oops.
No, I don't see anything that's retracted. What was it? What was it that?
But then 10th level gaming said, "Oops."
Oh, I saw it. I saw the comment saying I thought this was okay.
Oh yeah, it is. It's still in the. It doesn't get retracted from StreamYard. That's hilarious.
Huh.
Nice.
God, it must be one of Ewert's alt accounts.
10th level gaming. This is Chris.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Oh yeah. Wrong account.
Off the 10th. Anyway.
Yeah.
People loaded the 10th.
Yeah. Alrighty. Who's ready for final thoughts? No, okay, let's circle back to Redbeard and ask him what's your history with this beer? Or even with Beau's?
Never had this beer. I used to be a huge fan of Beau's. Like when I first got into this craft beer thing, they were kind of at the peak of making like at least one new beer would show up in an LCBO kind of every month. All kinds of just random shit. Like they had a really good blueberry IPA. I haven't even seen the Tom Green beers in at least a couple of years at this point.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Like they were pretty good. And their 4-packs, even though every single one of their 4-packs always had to have at least one of the stupid lug tread in it, the other 3 in those 4-packs used to be pretty interesting beers. And they used to also come in their very, very unique bottles for all their beers. And now they've kind of gone to cans, which it's fine, but it used to be kind of cool.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, I used to be a big fan. This Radler I have not had. Radlers are definitely not something I seek out, especially grapefruit ones, because I don't like grapefruit. Surprisingly, this I'm not hating at all. But and also, when I want to have a beer, I generally don't want to have like a 2% beer. I want to, have an IPA. It's like 7% or something, and maybe get a little buzz on. That's just me. So yeah, there you go.
Yep.
His story finished.
Right. All right. Let's go over to Radlar.
Yes. Let's see here. This one I've never had before. The Beau's Radler. I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's a new one. I'm not sure. When it comes to Beau's, I drank Beau's the first time like after they were really popular for some reason. But I remember like the lug tread. I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's not bad. But for some reason later on, it wasn't good anymore. Like it didn't taste the same. So I've had the lug tread. I've had the full-time IPA, which I think was okay. From what I remember, the Wag the Wolf I actually liked. The Good Times Session IPA was okay. But when it comes to like IPAs and many others. It's as if all the other breweries in Ontario, especially the newer ones, are like they've upped their taste and everything. That it's like it surpasses Beau's in like quality and taste, I think. But they're still big because I think they're like at the point where it's like too big to fail kind of thing. So, yeah. I remember Beau's ESB. I drank that one. I'm looking at it right now with on Geese Drinking in Canada. I gave it a 6.8. Beau's Osmium Wee Heavy. I gave it a 6.8 as well. And I've also drank Beau's Ginger Wolf on Drinking in Canada, but I don't know how much I gave on that one. If you look at Beau's ESB review, we're wearing some stupid hats for some reason. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Right on.
And actually, if you look at Drinking in Canada Geese account, like you wrote Beau's in the search, there's like 30 different ones. I think Geese tasted them all.
Oh, Geese probably had most of the, at least up to a certain point, anyway.
Yeah.
I know, like I've had a lot of them back when they used to release all kinds of beers. Now they just fucking suck. Just quickly, Chris's latest comment: Radler's meant to be crushed without being smashed. Yeah, I know 2%. That's again why I don't generally drink them.
Meant to be like a cooler or seltzer or some shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, let's move along to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Nick.
What's your history with? Well, I guess with
I drank a bunch of Beau's. I sort of disagree with the sentiment here. I don't really think Beau's was ever that great of a brewery, but they were better than they are now. I'm just going to continue to reiterate that they had the worst barrel program ever, where you had a subscription, you got a new beer from them every month, and every beer sucked. And they all started out, good idea. Hey, we got this barrel age, we got this barrel age, we got this. Oh, this is awesome. Let's release them separately. Now let's mix them together, but let it taste like garbage. That's what garbage tastes like. I've never had this beer before. I've had a bunch of Beau's beer before. I'm not even going to go through the ones I've had. I've probably had all the major ones, and that's about as interesting as my history is.
Fun shit.
Yeah. I really only buy them now when we're doing an anal on them, which, I mean, conveniently enough, I mean, credit where credit's due. It's usually a beer that you can get across various provinces, so it makes it doable for shows like this.
All right, so let's talk about my history with Beau's, and I'm going to share my screen just because why not? I can do whatever the hell I want here. But I'm just going, it's my channel. I can talk about all the beers from Beau's.
No porn, please.
I have to go way back in time for most of these beer reviews. Like some of these go back to my very first year in BeerTube, where Beau was a Dale Brew by Me had sent me a 4-pack of Beau's beers, including a Lego Tread, and there was like, I think it was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and there was like my first experience with a Groot, Beau's Bogwater here. Like, look at this one. This is like, I'm not going to play it, like March 19th, 2012. This is 9 fucking years ago. 11 minutes.
You were young once.
Yeah, I was young once. I mean, look how young I am there. Oh,
is it the same intro music as today?
Yeah, I still use the same music.
Holy shit, look at the hair.
But yeah, look at that. Like, I'm all like, hair's still black. Like, hair's like traces into gray, but I mean, I definitely got older. High still mighty there. Anyway, so that's like the first, and you know what? That review was probably recorded, like, this was uploaded in March. It was probably recorded a few months before that. It might have been like late 2011. Shut up, Greg.
He looks like a younger Julian.
So yeah, I go way back when it comes to Beau's. I've had countless amounts of Beau's because, like, I've had beer mails sent to me from from Albino Rhino, from Guy, from Brew by Me, or and also Heistel Mighty had a friend that lived up in Ontario that would send us all the kinds of beers. I remember on my 33rd birthday, we called it Maxtoberfest because we had like an 8-pack or some shit of really heavy Beau's beers that we just reviewed those all night, and I got so fucking trashed at the end of it that I couldn't function in my own reviews. So I'm like sitting in a chair, all plastered, and Heistel Mighty's doing the talking. So it's like, anyway. So moving right along from that, I've gone way back with Beau's, and I remember with Beau's when they were like kind of at their peak in around like 2011, 2012, 2013. They expanded, and they kind of I hate saying it because it sounds so cliche. It's like, oh, they expanded and they got worse. And like, but it was really around the time that they started getting a little on the more interesting side. It was a little bit of column. They used to make better beer, like before they expanded, but it was also like the bar has been raised because it was around 2013, 2014 that Bellwoods came onto the scene and started making even better beers. So Beau's suddenly looked like they were standing still. And then Beau's has enjoyed their success too. So they've been selling shit tons of beer. They don't give a fuck what we say about them because they still sell the shit.
Well, the thing is, I think Beau's used to sort of push the envelope more with new stuff.
Yeah, they used to push the envelope, and now they don't really.
Yeah, and the companies like Bellwoods, there are a lot of other breweries, but Bellwoods is probably the best example. They kind of push different styles, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse, but they expanded what the range of beer could be.
Check this one out. You can see Fuzz's reaction to poison here.
Look at fucking Great Lakes. Great Lakes is a massive fucking operation going on, but they're still fucking putting out random new shit.
When it comes to Great Lakes,
buy at least 20 different beers at their fucking brewery.
Yeah, that's kind of changing. That's kind of changing the subject here. But yeah, I will say that Great Lakes is one that has pushed the boundaries every year and hasn't stopped.
Like, yeah.
I will just say Great Lakes knows what they're good at, and they tend to focus what they're good at. Like, they don't release that many experimental beers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every once in a while, they put up a better effort. They put up a better effort.
Oh, for sure they do.
The last few I've had from Great Lakes are really good.
All right, so Radlar, you want to read some more comments?
Yes, sir. So we were 10th level gaming, aka Chris off the 10th switched his account, and then Lee Russell said Chris Laserback's troll account, and then off the 10th Chris said that better, and then new game account. Then Lee Russell said Tom Green got it out when the getting was good. Chris Lyshak said Radlers are meant to be crushed without being smashed. 2% all day, every day. Guy said even my own Beau's urine used to be good. The Beer Patrol.
Beer Patrol's here.
And you have to be wearing a uniform, I hope.
I hope he is.
The beer.
Let him recover first.
I am, John. I refuse to settle down.
The Beer Pat Roll said, what happened to Beau's might be one of the most disappointing and unfortunate things craft beer-wise. They used to be so damn good. Such a fucking shame. Shame. Then Lee Russell said, agreed, Joe. Drinking in Canada, Guy said, Dale, early founders of Beau's selling their stuff at local bars. Then he said that they got way too fucking big. The Beer Pat Roll said that burnt rock vanilla porter was great. And and I used to get free underfills. Lee said, you barely function now, Nick. I don't know after what you said there. Then sad local goodbye from Guy. And the Beer Pat Roll said, instead of focusing on what they did well, they became known as the weirdos who did one-off beer. That sounds strange. The problem is they rarely worked once they got bigger. So many bad beers. And then Lee Russell said, yep. And then Chris Lyshak said, my review, plugging all day. And then he linked his that thing. And then Guy said, from Beau's to Uggos. And Lee Russell said, later, guys, have a good night. And Chris said, cheers. And he's going to work. As he's going to work, or he's going to Lady Lee's
Discord
of hate
I
pegging.
think Lady Lee's working
her
studying or something.
Her Discord of catastrophic hate pegging.
He's working it for another $1.
She's studying the lines on Lee's face.
That's not his face, Nick.
No.
Then Lee Russell said, later, guys, have a good night. Then Drinking Canada said, good night, Gnicht Lee. And then bye, Lee from Beer Patrol. All the way from Buffalo, Beer Patrol.
Yeah. Anyway, so who's ready to... We've read the comments. We've done our histories. Anybody ready to give thoughts? I mean, I don't think there's really much I can say about this thing.
Well, I haven't had many Radlers, and I've had some that were tasty. The Wellington one was actually my favorite so far because I haven't had many. I've had the Moosehead one, which wasn't that bad, and I've had a couple of others, but I can't remember exactly which one. But they were more tasty, like more craft. This one doesn't have a lot of taste. Doesn't have as much fruitiness as all the other ones, but it doesn't taste like crap. It's okay. It goes down smoother than anything else. I think this is a good drink for summertime. However, being the price that it is, I would rather go with a Moosehead. And that's it. I give it a 6.8 all around. Another 6.8. 6.8 twice.
There we go.
That's pretty much it. It tastes like a Radler. Actually, the more I drink it, the more I taste the fruit, but it's not doesn't hit like the others. But it's okay. I give it a good pass, and I'll drink it no problem if anybody give it to me.
All right.
And I would probably buy it again, actually, because it does go down pretty smooth. Like, say, if I go to my brothers or something, I had to bring something for his wife and her friends, and that'd be something. Okay.
Why doesn't she have stuff for herself at her own house? That doesn't make sense.
She usually does, but sometimes I bring something.
Oh, so you're just being polite. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's my brother's wife, I mean, I had to bring something. And her friends are pretty hot too.
And
wait, are we live? Shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Now the other Raiders ruined the turn order, made it look all unprofessional.
All right.
I'll go like I was supposed to.
Sorry.
It's a Radler. This tastes a lot like other Radlers I've had. It's the grapefruit isn't like really, really, really in your face.
Yeah.
Which is nice because I'm not a fan of grapefruit, so this is actually kind of enjoyable to me. It's refreshing. It's again like it's what a Radler is. It's something you could drink on the beach or on the patio and have 1,000 of them and not get drunk. But I'd prefer to have like a nice juicy IPA or a juicy sour and have like probably still like 6 of them and end up smashed. That's just how I roll. Style wise, this is a pretty solid. I'm gonna say 8.5. In enjoyment, I'll give it a 7. It's not bad.
8.5 and a 7.
Yeah, I can't recall what the price was, but it is Beau's, so I imagine it wasn't cheap. And this is actually from April 20th, so not fresh at all, hanging out at the beer store. But not sure what really happens to Radlers when they get really old. What do you got there, Greg?
I'm kind of curious.
Well, mine's either May 3rd or March 5th. I'm assuming May 3rd.
The first number is the month.
Okay, yeah, me's May 3rd as well.
Yes, mine's May 3rd.
I got 0503.
It's fresher than mine.
Well, it's your turn, Greg. Go ahead.
Hi, Nick. I don't have anything super interesting to say about this. It's a fine Radler. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Not really a style I gravitate towards. I've had better for sure. What I do like about it is not particularly acidic. A few Radlers are just way too much grapefruit, and I don't want that. I have a problem with IPAs that have too much grapefruit, whether it's real grapefruit or just the flavor. It just gets a little too much for me. Yeah, so it's perfectly fine. It's I have nothing more interesting to say than it's fine. It's for me, it's an 8 for style, and it's a 7 for personal enjoyment. I mean, I probably would never buy this again, but I'd have no problem drinking it. And I mean, I have a little bit left, and it's kind of hard not just drink it all because it is something you can just guzzle. And I don't know if I'd want to drink 6 of them because I think that I'd get kind of like I feel all sticky because it's all kind of has that. Just like when you eat too much fruit, you feel all sticky.
All right. So what's your ratings?
Give an 8 and a 7.
8 and a 7.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, see yourselves, guys. But I'm going to be the one bringing those scores down tonight. Without further ado, I'm going to bring my fell self up right front and center.
Okay, Ashley Starr.
Ashley Starr.
Yeah, where is Ashley?
This is either one I usually bring it down all the time.
There you go. I don't know. I find it boring. It's almost like it tastes like. I mean, yeah, of course it is watered down, but there's like I get like almost no beer qualities out of this thing. It's basically just watered down fruit juice. It's a little boring. It's sudsy. There's no bite to it. Usually, I don't really like it. Radlers that have like a big acidic bite, but I like to have like a little bit of a crisp bite, like a crisp like fruity bite. Like even like Moosehead's Radler is a much more pronounced bite, even though that's mostly grape juice. With the like say Pump House Crafty Radler or something like that one, that's actually got a nice orange and tangerine bite to it. That's really tasty. This one here, it's just boring, watery, subseed, no bite. I will say it's light and goes down super quick. But other than that, and it's not too sweet, so you could like chill the fuck out of a couple of these cans and just chug them on a back deck after mowing the lawn. But other than that, I just find it boring. Like for $4.49 for a can of this, I feel I don't necessarily feel ripped off, but I don't feel like it's worth it. Like it's boring to me. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of the style and a 5 for overall enjoyment. I probably won't buy this again.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it either, but I still don't think I didn't think it was bad. I agree completely.
Well, I didn't fail it. I gave it a 5, but I still
boring
saying I find it boring.
Can't deny it's boring as fuck, but it's. I've never had a Radler I didn't find boring, so I don't know. Like,
but didn't
the
you find
the style overall is just kind of
That's the thing. It kind of comes down
doesn't
to
appeal to me at all.
It kind of comes down to like what were you expecting type thing. Whereas I'm just like, it's what I expect. It's competent. I've had better. I've had much worse. I sort of though. I think the Moosehead one you mentioned, I really like. You're right. It is grape juice.
I don't know if I had that one. I kind of feel like I want to try that one now.
I do like that one because it is grape juice.
Did we anal that one?
Yeah, we did.
Was I there?
I think it might have been before you. It was a while ago.
Yeah, then probably. That makes sense.
That's weird to think about in the grand scheme of things. Is that Redbeard still hasn't been around for more than 4 years.
I found it
No, I was born. I was born a day before I met you guys.
You were hatched.
That's right. Grown.
No, I found that this Radler actually got better as I drank more for some reason.
I found it to be consistently all the way across. I bought 2 cans, so I got 1 more to go. Hooray! Just in case I did like it, but I don't hate it.
Here's what you do: put it in the freezer, leave it until it gets ice fucking cold, and then chug it.
All right, I'll do that.
I mean, really, that is actually a great idea, though. It would probably go really
mine's cold.
Tasty. Don't forget it in the freezer.
So
I'm gonna do the math.
This shit would free. Actually, this would make a good popsicle.
Like Nick, can I share my screen for 1 second?
Yep. Well, it depends what it is, but sure.
Well, no, it's not.
Yeah, get Nick a copyright strike.
Share screen.
No Olympic curling.
I don't know if you can see it now.
I see us.
Yeah, I don't know if you see that. Yeah, this is the Beau's ESB review. Look at what we're wearing, me and Guy.
What the fuck?
And then nope. And then look at this. Look at me. Look at this 2016 November. Look at my haircut. I look like freaking Ricky.
Holy fuck.
My goodness.
I mean Randy.
No, that's Ricky's haircut. Look at the side.
I don't really get a Ricky vibe from that.
Oh, maybe. Okay, because you haven't seen it from the side. And then, of course, this one.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So we've had quite a few adventures.
2018. Oh, with Guy? I mean, I've known him since 2001. And best friends in 2002. And then, of course, we met in college. Yeah. And now you can, how do I stop sharing here? No, I met him in college, and we were good friends by the second year, and by the third year, we were brothers. Like anything that goes into our minds is the same fucking thing. In Beernomikron lore, however, we met 1.3 million years ago. That must have been around 2005, because I had my Sunfire hat.
Look, you got Guy.
I only had that for a year.
You got Radar.
I bought that Pontiac hat when I bought my Sunfire.
Who the fuck is that guy in the middle? I don't like him.
That's Patrice, his other cousin.
Yeah, we don't like you, Patrice. Get out of here, Patrice. You're ruining the Holy Trinity.
Oh my God! I think I remember that day. We were going to. Yeah, what's his face? Cousin Pascal had his
feel like you ate
No.
your former selves. My God.
We did, all of us
We
except
all
Pascal.
do red beer.
Except for Pascal. Cousin Pascal said the same. We ate ourselves with best consent.
Jesus.
Yeah, we went to
All
like
right,
a
all right.
Fast
There's
and
your-
Furious style car meet that night.
Nick ruined everything.
Yeah, way to bring it all down, Nick.
No, it's 6.5. I'd say it's okay for that. I gave it 6.8.
I don't know. It's just like grapefruit flavored soda water. It's like that fucking Nestle shit you were drinking earlier.
Yeah, the style, that's kind of what the style generally is from what I've experienced. So I think the style should be a bit higher.
I've had
I
way
gave it a
better
7,
Radlers.
so I can't really.
Have you ever had like what's that, Stiegel Radler or
I had that
Schaufelhofer?
crafty Radler thing that you were talking about.
I
recall
saw it
having
earlier.
that.
I was
I
like,
think
should I buy
but again, like for me,
I-
if they
this is
put
like boring
that
and flavorless
grapefruit-
compared to other Radlers I've had. So
for
fuck
me,
it.
if they give you that really big grapefruit kick, that takes my enjoyment level down because I don't like grapefruit. When they mix it
You can have
kind of mildly
that
like
fruity
this.
grapefruit tick without being fucking sudsy and acidic.
I didn't get the.
I've had other ones that are acidic, and I'm like, I don't want to drink this. Like the
I
one
didn't
from
get it.
Grimross.
Like, when you say sudsy, what do you mean by that? Like,
It's like soda water, basically.
okay, because I don't
Like
find it to be like
even the
super
beer part of
carbonated.
this thing is boring. So it's like, what's
Sodium
boring
water.
about this?
Sodium
Lots
water.
more flavor, but not too much more flavor.
Like I will say, I believe the Radlers I've kind of enjoyed more overall have been probably more in the 4% ish range of alcohol, a little
Yeah.
higher than your generic Radlers, but I don't know. It's not bad.
All right,
Should-
so I'm gonna put.
Should
Yeah,
I
Bart.
read the
Yep.
the comments? All right, so we left with Bailey. Now, the Beer Patrol said Beau's new slogan should be, considering the price, you should probably go with Moosehead.
Accurate.
Yeah, I would go with
Then Drinking Canada, for some reason, said Fisting Friends. Drinking Canada says $55. Then then I'm going to have to do the double translation on this one. He said, a Radler is when you get your tip shaken in Mexico, and it goes rat-a-tat-tat-tat. But so translating to, a Radler is when you get your tip shaken in Mexico, and it goes throat wobbler mangrove. And then off the 10 said, lol, Joe. Off the 10 said, damn, you guys were skinny back then, lol. Thank you, Chris. You were still a Pollock back then. Beer Patrol said, how much was a can? And then he said, I love you, still do the graphic.
Well,
Chris,
we should answer Joe's question here before we move on here. How much was it
Yeah, how
per
much was it?
can? I paid $4.49 for that, and I kind
I
of
want to say I probably paid
Yeah.
$3-ish. I can't remember.
That
now.
paid $3.95.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I probably paid the same. That is outrageously expensive for a fucking garbage
I think
2% beer.
I just grabbed it, and I think I saw $3.90 something.
I don't think it's got anything to do with being 2%. It's the fact that it's a boring fucking soda water club soda fucking beer. Anyway,
I don't get
All
a
right.
club soda thing at all, but okay, sure.
I still do the graphic.
So, no, I got it at the beer store. I didn't know if it was different at the LCBO.
It's
so
not at the
now-
LCBO.
You got it at LCBO?
No, it's not at the LCBO.
Not at the LCBO.
I got it at the beer store. Anyways, off at 10 said, I love how you still you still do the graphic. Well, why would he change something that always works?
Why would I do? Yeah, exactly.
Sud C would apply lots of boublés.
I used to
Oh,
have
man.
somebody that did the graphics for me, but he left.
Who was it?
Chris.
Oh no, sorry. It was $3.25 actually. Yeah, that's what they paid. $3.25.
$3.25. See, that's not terrible.
That's
Yeah,
acceptable.
It's actually not that bad.
There's
Now that I
probably
think of it.
other Radlers you can buy for the price that would be way better than this crap.
They're probably almost the same, pretty much.
Wow.
Anyways, Sud C would apply lots of bubbles. What's next week's beer?
Wow.
But then after that, Beer Patrol said, price-wise, you're probably better off buying your favorite lager and just mixing whatever fruit juice with it to lower the ABV, and then you control how balanced it is.
Probably.
Beer Patrol said $4.49. Fuck right off. Off the 10 said, I'll be back, Nick. ... Soon. And then see you later, Chris. Beer Patrol said $3.25. Fuck right off again. And yeah, that's where we're
Of
at
course,
in the comment section.
And you know what? Chris is saying he'll be back soon, and I wish he'd be back for the next week's beer because next week's beer is Muskoka's
Oh,
Mimosa.
Oh no!
Mimosa infused ale. We're doing all kinds of fruit beers this month.
Oh my goodness.
well, it's summertime, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, might as well get these summer shit beers.
Let's
out
get
of the way.
these rid of while it's warm. And
That one, that and this thing is made from 100% pure, like or freshly picked mimosa fruits. So it's like,
Oh.
see Chris Peters beer.
of mimosa.
CP. You guys don't get that. Anyway, it's
CP beer.
celebrate any day with this mimosa-inspired sparkling ale. Pop the top and enjoy a bold notes of orange with an extra.
Read that now.
finish.
Spoilers.
No, it's part of their Moonlight Kettle series. Anyway, so yeah, great. Anybody
Well,
else?
now you don't have to do that next
for
week.
themselves. Yeah, I don't have to read the history next week. We can just skip right into the beer and we can get it over with quickly, like we did with Radler with this stuff. Because this is like going to be one of the shortest DA 101s, I think.
Well, we're 36 minutes.
It's only 36 minutes, and we're already done. So it's kind of like, what more can we say about this? Like, I was ready to give my final ratings as soon as I drank the fucking kit.
That's what happens when we got Ashley here to give us the history of every hop in the beer.
Exactly. So nothing but beer cocktails, baby. Beer cocktail analysis at this point.
Well, hey, you know
Beer
what?
cocktail.
Since Joe don't drink beer, we're not drinking beer either. So we're supporting you, Joe. Put a uniform on, though. Seriously, put it on.
Off the mimosa tree.
Put it on.
Alrighty. I think it's high time that we headed out. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Especially love the beer. Joe, you're back. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Where are you?
Off the 10th. Nice to see you in the chat there too. We miss you, Chris. Also, we got Guy drinking in Canada. He didn't get this week's beer, but he's drinking with us anyway. And of course, Lee is fucked off. Who else do we have?
We got
I
Chris
think
Leishak.
that's all the important people.
Chris
And
Leishak.
whoever else is watching, because we had up to like 7 viewers as well.
And Chris Leishak, twin.
I said Chris. Oh, Chris
10th level
Leishak's
gaming.
twin 10th level gaming.
Separated at birth.
Oops. Anyway. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you folks next week.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Benu.